Hi, it's the Joey Reynolds Rap. Look at all this garbage we got here. You know what that brings? It brings rats. And we got rats in my room. That's Danny Neverth and I. We're just dancing our way through lives. We may have, what do they call this again? Retirement. We'll come out of retirement. We had a hit song called Rats in My Room. And that was back in the day when Arthur Murray used to teach dancing. This is before Dancing with the Stars. And we had a great career of hit records. We had a hit record. Rats in My Room. Every disc jockey had a record they were putting out. I think Dick Biondi had On Top of Spaghetti, and Rick Dees had one of those things he put out. He was a big guy back then, and Wolfman Jack had one. And I got Tiny Tim to sing Rats in My Room. So Danny and I made the original one, though we recorded it on Swan Records in the basement of Tommy Shannon, who was another disc jockey. And we did even a sequel to it. You know, this is long before Netflix, Soundflix. So we put this record out and it became #1 in Buffalo on our chart because Danny never was the guy in charge of the chart. So we zoomed it to first place, put it in #1 position, and we had the #1 record. #1 in sales too, you know, it sold at least 2 boxes. We got a lot of royalties. Made us the publisher's artist of the year because we were the only guys to be with BMI that never had a hit record that made any money for them. No, we had a hit record that never made money for them. That's what it was. We tried to get the record played in New York with WMCA Good Guys, but they were too good for it. And WABC wouldn't play it because they were afraid, since New York had all these rats in the subway, that it would create some sort of a problem for the city to hear a record about what was going on. So now here we are, 2023, and what do they have in New York? Rat festation. So I've become the Pied Piper. And you know, Tom Cruise most recently did his great movie, another one of the sequels to Top Gun, and it saved the movie industry, according to Steven Spielberg, and they had a big award where they said he saved the film industry by bringing people back to the theater after the pandemic. So I think Danny Neverth and I could save radio and records and bring people back to AM radio, bring them back to listening to music again on the radio, to local records that become hits. We could be stars again. And he lives in Hamburg, New York. He'd be the Pied Piper of Hamburg. And I'll tell you something, not hamburgers, no. I have a cheesecake, you know, the Joey Reynolds cheesecake, which is available on joeyreynoldscheesecake.com. So you can order the cakes, and it's rat-proof. I figured that'd be a good angle to sell the damn thing. Anyway, it's a Reynolds Wrap, and also I've got to go out now. I got to get my. I have to go and. What am I doing right now? I don't have anything to do. It's retirement. Jeez, I gotta stir up some action. Hey, let's re-release that thing. Get that Rats in My Room going. Rats in My Room. I am bothered by those rats in my room.